Since the onset of the coronavirus in March, nearly 450 electric boat employees company-wide have tested positive for COVID-19, and that number sits at just over 200 since the beginning of November.
It's incredibly dangerous. People are scared. Yeah, these are terrible times.
The Groton-based company employs 12,000 people in Connecticut, including roughly 3,000 that the Metal Trades Council represents. And while the company has developed a program to allow more people to work from home, it doesn't apply to these union members.
They are touch labor. It's kind of hard to take a submarine cylinder home and weld on it.
And with the work they do, social distancing is very difficult. But he says the company is doing an excellent job sanitizing. However, everyone is concerned about contracting COVID and then losing pay.
There's holes in the HEROES Act, and it depends on the number of employees on whether you're eligible for that or not. And we are over that threshold.
Like many others, Baker feels Congress needs to finally put together another relief package.
In the beginning of this, when you could file for unemployment and not only get your unemployment rate, but an extra $600, people stayed out of work when they had to.
The company believes most of this COVID spread is a result of employees contracting it in their community in which they live. But Baker says in the shipyard there are clusters of people working.
It is an assumption, but it's safe to assume that in these cluster areas, it's being passed from worker to worker.
EB, which declined our request for an interview, sent along a statement highlighting the opportunity for employees to be tested on a regular basis and contact tracing they're conducting. In Groton, Tony Terzi, Fox 61 News.